What's going on YouTube? Unc0ver right here. So in today's video I have great news for those of you who are waiting for the Unc0ver for A12 devices. So finally this jailbreak is progressing towards an end because Pound2Own, one of the developers, finally got access again to an A12 device thanks to Corellium, who gave him access to their virtualized environment. Just a few hours ago he said, quote, "Shoutouts to Corellium HQ for giving me access to their amazing platform. This means that I will now be able to test Unc0ver on any device running any firmware with extended debugging capabilities." So this is actually very good because if you remember, a few days ago Pound2Own lost his A12 device. He managed to bootloop it somehow, which means that the device is now running iOS 12.1.3, which is of course not jailbroken for the moment, and there are no public exploits available for that. Corellium is this in here, which is basically a virtualized environment where you can create an iPhone of any kind and have access to it and do any sort of testing you want without having to stash on various Apple devices. So if you're a programmer or a hacker or whatever, or you just want to test your thing on many iPhone models, the Corellium is a very interesting thing. And of course, thanks to it, Pound2Own is able to continue the A12 jailbreak, the Unc0ver for iOS 12.0 up to 12.1.2. Just a few hours ago, he posted in here what is left for the A12 and A12X support. He said, quote, "Cydia Substrate needs to be updated for tweak injection on ARM64E devices, and unrestricted library needs to be updated for sandbox patches on ARM64E devices." So let me actually show you what this Corellium is, because I also have access to it thanks to the Corellium developers. So this is the Corellium interface. If you go in here, you can see the devices you have created. You can press create a device, choose iOS or choose Android and so on, and depending on how many cores you have left, you can choose whatever iPhone you want. From the iPhone 6 in here all the way up to the iPhone XS Max or XR and so on in here, which are the latest models available. And of course you can configure them and so on, but when you have one created you can press in here, and as you can see this one is running iOS 12.1.4 and I'm jailbroken on iOS 12.1.4. I press connect to the display in there and there you go. It shows the Corellium logo and I can fiddle with the settings in here. I can basically choose the boot arguments. I can choose between stock and developer kernel patches and so on. I can fiddle with MFI's trust cache and so on, device tree, RAM disk, IDs and all that jazz. So basically you can do most of anything with this in here. You can test anything you want. This is not a simulator, this is actually running proper iOS. You also have a console in here which basically gives you access to anything that's going on during the whatever part of the boot process, and you can even connect to it. So I have this tunnel BRK, I'm going to press to connect to the Corellium, and I can basically get access from this device in here which is virtual on the computer. So I'm going to go here on the connect, and of course if I want to connect via SSH for example, I copy this thing in here, I open a terminal window, paste it like that, and as you can see I am now connected, so I can basically write ls and it's going to show me anything in here. Let me do cd into here, do it again. In fact, let me do it cd here, and as you can see all the files are available in here. So I can basically connect to that device and do SSH and whatever testing I want to do. Now of course you can also browse the device and do whatever testing through the applications. It has a proper iOS interface, and there is also Cydia if you want a pre-jailbroken device. Of course if you want to test your tweaks and so on. And as I said, this is not a virtual thing, this is real Cydia running. So as you can see there are some updates in there, let me make them. So yeah, this is actually like having any device Apple created in your browser, and you can connect to it and you can do kernel debugging and so on. So you can see why it helps a lot the development of the Unc0ver jailbreak and how this can benefit the whole community. Now unfortunately Corellium is available only by invitation for the moment, but I hope it will become public at some point. So yeah, that's pretty much it guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to stay updated. I'm Unc0ver. Peace out.